Welcome! Hello, everyone. Welcome to the final Warriors Den of Year 9.
Nice.
Today, we have a big stream for you today. We have the reveal of our new hero, Jurin. Amazing. He's so cool. That trailer just it gets me. It's super cool.
The face, like the zoom in.
Yeah. The transition.
The smirk.
So
Love
that's
it.
so good. It's also a really big week for us here in Montreal because right now we are having a workshop with some VIP players that you will see later on in the show.
Nice.
So how are you guys? How are you doing?
Wait. Hold on. I'm sorry. But listen, we chat. We need to have a little chat because, as you know, this is a very important stream. So if you have not linked your UB Connect account to your Twitch account, do so now because we're going to be here a while and you're going to want to get all of them Twitch drops, all right? Because for every 30 minutes you're with us today, you're going to get a scavenger crate.
I never win these. Let's
pick
go.
some lucky winners at the end to win a grand prize of either 100K steel or the new Jurin hero, and you are not going to want to miss out on that. On top of that, we got more. We have a Twitch directory, which is live right now and going to be running through February 12th. So watch us, watch your favorite streamers, win fabulous prizes. You can see them on the screen right now. Do not miss out on that. Get them linked. All right.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, that's
I got it done. We're good.
Well done, Nolan. All right. So everyone can start having their sweet rewards now. So let's move on. We have some very exciting news to announce today. And with us, for the first time on the Warriors Den, Mathieu, welcome on the show. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, and thank you, Mike. After a few months of watching the team from behind the scenes, it feels great to be here at this Warriors Den. First time for me, trial by fire, let's say. And hello, Warriors. I'm Mathieu. I joined this awesome team as a creative director just under 6 months ago. I'm a knight at heart. My main is Black Prior, and of course, Pancake is my favorite move. And I've been told that it says a lot about me. And knights find a way. I joined the team to try to bring together everything that we're making in terms of gameplay, lore, content, and to help build a vision to keep investing in this freaking awesome game. And I'm happy to be here for this final title update of Year 9, the reveal of our newest Woolin hero and the first Woolin character since 2019.
Ooh, last one was
It's been a while.
John,
yeah.
It's been a long time.
5 years.
Oh, wow.
So this is kind of an important milestone for the Woolin. But before the team shows you all the awesome content and the work that came into creating this character. You've seen a lot of news about Ubisoft yesterday, and you might be wondering what's next for Honor, but we're here and we're happy to announce that there will be a Year 10. It's happening. Woo! And it's right around the corner. Right.
Right on. Okay, this is fantastic. Year 10. Yeah. This is great news. Is there anything that you can reveal for us?
Yes.
I would want to tell you everything. I've been briefed. We're just going to start with a tiny sneak peek at this point. The year will be titled Cycles of War.
Cycles?
We're going to bring you 4 new seasons, 8 title updates, returning events, as well as new ones, and 2 new heroes, keeping the same...
Fuck yeah, let's go.
Our first hero will be introduced Season 2 TU2, and she will bring a type of weapon you haven't seen before, and will close the year strong Season 4 TU2 with a pretty big deal of a hero that I'm really excited about.
Pretty big
We'll
deal, you
also have some
say.
really cool things coming your way in terms of hero skins and customization. Let's just keep it at I can't wait for you to see season 1. It's really exciting. What we can tell you is that before we celebrate year 10, that's paving the way to our 10th anniversary next year. That will be in February 2027. We have a bit of a way, starting with what's coming right in front of us, which is the 9th anniversary that we're going to talk about today.
Wow, that's really a lot of stuff coming. So I mean, the team must be working like crazy right now.
Absolutely, they are excited. We're working hard. Nolan doesn't stop to answer emails nights and weekends, trying to keep them under
You
control.
gotta send one more.
But, we're really hyped, and we have a lot of things to keep bringing to the community.
Awesome, that's really cool.
There's, I mean, you just said it. It's the anniversary of Honor, and of course, it is at the same time as another holiday, Valentine's Day. But we all know in our hearts that it's For Honor Day during Valentine's Day.
For Honor
Yeah.
Day.
So to celebrate this, log in between February 12 and February 19 to get a battle outfit and an ornament just by
Ooh.
logging in. So there's no reason not to do so. But also, we love free stuff, and we have the Lunar New Year, which we have a Livewoolen hero, and we have the Lunar New Year. So log in February 17 to March 13 to get a super cool mythic outfit. It's the Horse Fire year this year.
Nice.
So Horse Fire, I think it's pretty neat.
Horse fire.
I mean, there's nothing to not like about this.
No, you got the horse. You got it's
and
on
you have
fire.
so you know, I think it's
I-
pretty neat.
I'm down with all of that too. So look, listen, folks, we have a lot to cover today, so we're going to give you a quick rundown of what you can expect on the show. So first up, again, it's Year 9, Season 4, Title Update 2. We are going to be talking about the season details, so all the cool lore and everything going on behind the scenes there. Then we are going to jump into the Durin gameplay segment, so you're going to have some people you probably recognize coming on and showing all the amazing gameplay and mechanics and feats and everything about the hero, so that's really cool. After that, we're going to do an art and animation segment for the hero, so you're going to see everything that makes the character look and feel and just look amazing. We have another segment to talk about all the music in Year 9, and we'll have some special guests too that you might recognize as well, so really excited for that. And then on top of that, we have a show match with, as Zahara said, we have some VIPs visiting us here this week, and so you're going to see a show match with between them, and it's going to be super cool, high-level gameplay. And then after that, patch notes. So we'll talk about what to expect, and we're going to wrap things up at the community corner with our community team, who's also here with us this week too. So it's going to be a huge show. It's going to be a ton to cover. We're super excited for it.
And to celebrate the launch of our new hero, Durin,
Again.
we're having a free week from January 29th to February 5th. So don't forget to invite your friends so you can share the love
Share the love.
and the
yes.
executions.
Let's go.
I love you like an axe to the face.
That's what we believe in.
Yes.
New T-shirts for next year. We got that.
Yes. And up next, we have our details segment. But right before, let's check out the gameplay trailer. See you guys soon.
What? Oh, I saw a little bit of that.
Betrayed once, used as a pawn in a game of would-be rulers, hunted down like a stray dog. But I am no mere beast. I have walked through fire.
Oh, that one's cool.
Swam in oceans of blood. I am the herald of chaos. Undeniable. Unstoppable. And you are all but insects. Waiting to be crushed.
Oh, I love that mask.
Soon, all will come to know the only good ruler
Is a dead one.
Is a dead one.
Hey! I'm guessing it's gonna be like a heavy. Considering all that armor and the big staff. Either a vanguard or a heavy. I don't obviously not an assassin hero. Go put cheeseburger blanket on.
I knew it.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I'm glad we did that
we
on the fly. I'm
tried.
so happy. Hey, what is up? Welcome back, Warriors. We are back with our amazing narrative Gain with us, and you are a Gain now. I think that's what I've heard. So
We're always
welcome back.
winners,
That's what
so
they call us in
gain
the
winners.
streets.
Yes.
That's what they call you in the streets.
Yeah, I
Just
guess.
snapping in there. You
Yeah,
got
yeah.
it. I like it.
Awesome.
I like it. But yeah, that's great. So we are so excited because again, we're almost done with year 9, but we have again year 10 coming up ahead of us. But just to recap, let's take a look at the seasonal roadmap for year 9, season 4, title update 2. So we are going to be releasing starting next week our brand new hero. You just saw the gameplay trailer, Jurin, start launching on January 29th. So we have new seasonal weapons that are going to launch as well. Starter Dominion is coming back for a second
Prince
time.
Yi hero
As a
skin.
reminder, it's a really introductory, chance to play Dominion. Bring your friends, bring people new to the game that you want to teach in a really friendly fashion. So that'll be great.
Oh, that's from
we
the
have
last
Triple
one. Okay,
Threat
okay.
1v1. The signups are open right now, so jump on those. Because the Open Qualifier 1 begins on February
Fuck yeah,
14th.
Gladiator and
We
Griffin.
talked about the For Honor anniversary also on February 14th. And this season 2, we have 3 new Hero Fests coming up for Griffin, Kyoshin, and Gladiator, and a throwback event, Last Hero Standing, launching on February 26th. So that is a lot. It's going to be a really packed title update. Really excited for that. But now we need to know more. I need to know more about this amazing giant Jurin man back here. So please, what can you tell me about this newest hero to For Honor?
Well, you might remember if you follow the lore orders, you might remember that we kind of hinted at some elements. So you might see it on the screen. There was one lore order in particular that was talking about the general situation in TU1. You had 2 characters, 2 hero skins, General Ja, the devious Janu or cunning Janu, and you had Prince Yi, the Tiandi, and they were fighting in a new map, Chang Pass, for a symbol of Woolin legitimacy and imperial seal. They were trying to retrieve it. But it had got into kind of a stalemate.
No one got it.
Who would win? Well, General Joe is not the kind of man that lets anything to chance.
Yep.
He had a plan. He had an ace up his sleeve, and his ace was
Durin. He
Ah,
wanted to unleash this former core, elite core of the Woolen army on Prince Yi
Uh-oh.
to win the battle once and for all. He knew that the Durin are a bit uncontrollable, they are wild beasts, but he's a strategist. He would know the moment that they would betray, and just before he would put in his betrayal, you know? The problem is, General Zhe is a great chess player or Go player, I guess.
Mhm.
But he had not accounted for the Durin simply flipping the table. They don't play the game. They're
Setting
not
it on
into that.
fire and
Okay, so I have to
Oh,
fix
yes,
that later.
breaking everything. They're not about that.
Bull
They're
in a
about
China
chaos.
shot. Yeah.
nice.
And so you've seen it. Durin arrived. He did fight Prince Yi, but also General Zhe and their forces. And the snake has been outmaneuvered.
Oh, nice. Now, very cool. Now, listen, we've had these teasers up for a little bit too now, and I've heard a certain name kind of be passed around the interwebs, as it were. Some people have said the word Lubu a couple times. How does that kind of relate to what we're seeing here?
Never heard that name.
Never heard?
No, that's
I don't
not
know where
true.
I'm getting
Of course,
it.
it's
Then.
not
I'm
true.
sorry. Yeah.
We told you in
Le
TU1
boubou.
that we were getting some inspiration from a very important book in Chinese literature called the Romance of the Three Kingdoms, and Lu Bu is one of the main characters in this series of books. He is the best warrior in a generation of heroes. He's also a betrayer. That's a really important element. He's someone who thinks short term and is always jumping from one alliance to another. So we did take some inspiration from that, but it is important to say that when we create something, we take inspiration, but it is a starting point, and then we end somewhere else. So from there and many other elements, the different departments came together and chose 3 keywords that we all tried in the different departments to bring in different ways. These 3 keywords are fearless, untrustworthy, and chaotic, and you'll see that on our side, this is what has inspired his background and his motivations.
Nice. Sounds cool. Nice. So then, as far as his background in the game, Ian, what can you tell us about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So our main Durin, which you can see here, is called Bayan. Happy accident that I'm named Ian. This was not planned. It happened. All right, let's
Sure
move on.
it was.
Yeah,
Sure,
lots
okay.
of that. So yeah, he and his Durin, as Raph quickly mentioned, they used to serve the Woolen Empire. They used to answer to Emperor Gao Lei, which is a name we haven't heard in some while, but here we are bringing it back. Yeah. So yeah, he used to serve under him. The Durins were likened to sleeping giants, so they weren't deployed often, but when they were deployed when the need for destruction and annihilation was the intended outcome. And this went on for a while, but they eventually grew kind of dangerous to the emperor's grasp on the throne. So eventually, he decided they had outlived their youthfulness. So he sent
Their
them out on a
youthfulness.
mission they were never supposed to win. So it was a trap. Most of the Durins were killed, but some of them survived, and chief among them was, of course, Bayan. He made it out, and interestingly, he wasn't necessarily angry at the emperor or feeling betrayed. He learned an important lesson, and that lesson was he can only trust himself. They can never answer to anybody. No kings, no rulers, no emperors.
I like all the metal on
nothing
that
else.
armor.
So that's what
It's gonna look
he
real
made
good
it-
once
you
you
know,
paint
he made
it.
this kind of his mission statement. So for a while, he roamed the Woolen lands on the lookout for anybody who would be trying to unite the Woolen, trying to rise above the rest, trying to rule over people, and he would just show up with his guys and just lay waste to this.
I noticed one of his
or would-be ruler,
arms
essentially.
has like
And
the
that's exactly what he's gonna do in Chang Pass, because now we have
a
both
gauntlet with claws on
Yi
it.
and Ye.
That's gonna be
uh,
interesting.
No, Zhe and Yi.
Oh, no, he's gonna be like a warmonger type.
They're both fighting for the
I don't
Imperial
think so.
seal. They're essentially, he sees them as 2 dogs fighting over a bone. He has no interest in either of them, so yes, he answers Ji's call, but he never intended to really listen to him. So he fights both Yi's forces and Zhe's forces, lays waste to both of them, takes the seal, this J thing, and just breaks it, declaring there will be no rulers, there will be no unity, only his chaos. Yeah, that's the gist of our character. We're really excited about it. Also, for
Yes!
the first time, we have
I'm
a
down
full
with this.
story
Let's go.
for a hero, which I'm really excited about. So check it out next week on the website. The Storm. There might be a character we haven't seen in a while make a comeback here. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what people think about that.
It looks like the
We're getting
inspiration on this is
educated.
mostly
you know me,
horse
I love me some
symbolism.
lore in our game, so really looking
So
forward.
that's gonna be
You're a number one
interesting.
fan, so we
I
really
am the
appreciate
number
it.
one lore
Yeah.
fan. Yes, yes.
Well, the week of
Unofficially,
minus 35, so you'll probably be in your house and wanting something to read, you know.
I know how to pass the time next week, so it's gonna be good. In between playing him, of course, because that's gonna be number one. So very cool. So yeah, folks, and we even got some fun things to show you here. We're gonna have some in-game realization next week when he is. You can see him on the landing page there. He looks awesome. He's there. He's obviously set fire to Chain Pass. He's broken the bell, and I believe that is the Shattered Imperial Seal.
Oh,
back
yes.
there? Yes.
Shattered Imperial Seal, Shattered Empire, only Chaos World Ray.
Only chaos. Cool. And he's bringing in for the first
Cool.
time, excuse me, some Woolin minions. So that's really cool too. So they'll be
Not a
present
first.
within. Nice. So yeah, so that is a lot. So we have Jurin's Chaos event, which will be taking place starting next week with the launch of the title update from January 29th through the 19th. So check that out. We're gonna have here's a quick sneak peek of some of the weapons you're gonna be able to loot from there. So it's very cool.
Maybe the
some,
hammer, but-
lots of golds, lots of
Flames.
flames.
Chinese,
crows.
yeah, three-legged crow is an
Three-legged-
imperial mythological symbol in China. So different inspirations once again.
Nice. We're tying it all together. I like it. I like it.
Fine.
So yeah, very cool. Very excited. A lot to look forward to for that. Guys, any last thoughts on that you want to share? Like, what does this mean for the world of Heathmore?
Well, it's the end of the year, and soon we're excited that we can finally say that we'll soon enter into another year. So, what does that mean for Heathmore? Well, Guljin has been trying to establish peace. She thought that she would manage with General Jhe to extend that peace and to pacify and unify the Wulin.
Twisted peace. Let's be
Yeah, twisted peace, to be honest, but still peace.
Peace in air quotes. Yeah.
But I guess it won't happen now. So what will she do? How will others
Yeah.
react? You'll see that in year 10.
Yeah, Jurin showed carved the chink in the armor, and now people are noticing that the Hatoons may not be all that triumphant after all.
Gotcha.
No, you
Well,
can't
super
just
cool. Looking forward
bring
to
them like
We'll
that
see
and then
how
take
the
them
story
away.
Plays out in our next year, and really excited for the arrival of Jurin next week. So, folks, listen, we hope you're excited about that. And don't go anywhere, because coming up next, we have a segment you are not going to want to miss. It is the gameplay deep dive, where we're going to talk all about the moveset, the feats, and everything that make this character so much fun to play. So thank you, Raph. Thank you, Ian, for being here.
Wait.
And again, folks, do not go anywhere, because coming up next, between this, you're going to get a full event weapon gallery video. So that'll be a lot of fun. See all the cool weapons that you'll be able to loot next week. So we'll see you soon. Don't go nowhere.
Ooh, I like that one. Some of these are kind of me. Oh, I like the ball end on that one for Conk. Me. The handle's good. Me. Ooh, maybe. Me. Ooh, I like Valk Spear. Valk Spear on that one is really good.
Welcome back, Warriors! We are so excited to be here to go into this deep dive on the gameplay for our newest hero, Jiren. We want to remind everybody here that the character will go live next week on January 29th. So that's next Thursday. So you got a week, so take this time now to get hyped, to get excited, because it's going to be incredible. So, first of all, joined on the couch today to talk about this amazing new hero, we have the Lord and Savior JC is back. Welcome, JC.
Thank you for having me. The ritual was completed.
That's right.
I was summoned.
The
I
ritual.
just spontaneously appeared here. I get people in chat. They kind of they have to chant my name just enough that I can teleport here. So that's great.
We hope they do, because if they ever stop, we don't know what'll happen.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna get stuck somewhere.
You'll just be stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Of course.
We're so glad you're here to talk about this. Welcome, JC. And again, Will joining us back on the couch. Welcome, Will. How are you?
Thank you. I'm super good. Always a pleasure to be there. But I don't have my summoning yet.
Yeah, it'll come. It'll come.
You got to work. It'll
years.
build up to it.
It'll build up to it. It'll be good.
It'll be good. Well, super cool. Well, again, JC, we know that this is the part of the show where people are going to get their first kind of glimpse on the actual mechanics. So, what can you tell us about this new hero?
Yeah. So, I'll start with a little bit of a tidbit of how we make heroes and what we start with, right? Sometimes we start with weapons. Sometimes we start with different things. One of the things that we do very, very early on is define what we call core pillars for the hero, right? What kind of keywords are we looking for, and to that can get represented in various aspects, right? Whether it's in gameplay, it's in animation, it's in lore, all that sort of stuff. And so the three keywords that we have are fearless. Clearly, this hero is quite fearless.
Mm-hmm.
He's also quite untrustworthy, as Raph has discussed,
Right.
and he's also extremely chaotic. So as we go through the hero's kit and the feats and how all that kind of works, first you'll see why you can't pursue him, because quite clearly you can't pursue this guy. But also how these pillars are manifested throughout the kit. So I want to give a bit of a behind the scenes look as to how it kind of works to make stuff really interesting, and it helps.
So either he's gonna have
So you want to get started
heavy
with?
qualities,
Yes,
or
let's
he
start.
has some anti-gank. Probably.
Hello. So here's Titan in gameplay. So for the first pillar that we mentioned for us in gameplay is the chaotic aspect. So the chaotic aspect here, we try something a bit new, JC.
Yeah, it's a little bit different.
So it's a new input scheme that we are trying here. It's what we call the tap and hold scheme. So what it means, basically for every move, I can either tap the button, like that, or I can hold the button. And that's a different outcome.
Yeah.
What?
So it's super interesting because
Okay.
we've had, charge attacks in the back.
Right.
Yeah.
There's some heroes that can charge stuff. Either you can instantly charge, with Conqueror, or you can just charge with Shigoki or Hitokiri, and you get a big charge that goes at the end. This is not a charge. To be really, really, really clear, these are alternate moves. So if you're holding if you're holding light or if you're holding heavy while you're performing the move, you perform the alternate version of that move that has different timing, different properties.
Yes.
It creates a lot of moments where normally you're like, are they going to throw a light, a heavy, a bash? What's going to happen? Now are they going to tap light or hold light? Are they going to tap heavy or hold heavy? And how does that kind of translate into the kit? It makes for a very chaotic experience fighting him, but also fighting as him, because you have a lot of choices. We kind of double the amount of choices that you have literally everywhere in the kit. So it's super cool. So you want to show us a little bit of how that kind of works and what it affects, right?
Absolutely. So first
That's
off,
something I've been wanting for the longest
mechanic,
time.
We implement this on every button of the character. So that means light, means heavy, so zone attack too, but also dodge and guard break.
Wow.
So it's a bit new.
That's crazy, right? So we've never really had hold guard break. Well, we have some stuff with Hitokiri, for example, but never that extent. But on dodge, though, I wonder what that does.
Oh,
I really don't
see
know.
that later.
I've never been here, so I'm kind of curious. But give us a bit of an idea of what you can do with those moves. Start with your chains, for example.
Yes, absolutely. So, for example, this is a regular, in a way, infinite chain character. So I can infinitely press light, heavy, and as you can see, I can go infinitely. But if that's only work with the tap move. So only if I tap the button, I can go infinitely. If at any point I decide to hold a button, I will end my chain. And that works not only with chain attacks, that works also with openers. So for example, here I get my heavy tap. If I heavy hold, I cannot chain after that.
You got a nice little pin there that kind of helps do some shenanigans.
Yes.
But it's pretty cool, right? So it happens on lights and heavies. I guess you have different properties, right? Like I was mentioning. So what happens if you like hold the light, for example?
So if I hold the light there, for example, boom, I got a bigger swing. And that's an important point. Every press and hold have different trajectory. So for the press attack, tap, it's only pokes. So it's going to be there for all the kit. It's only going to be pokes. And when I hold the move, it's going to be a big swing with a big and wide trajectory.
Yeah. So that's a really important aspect, right? Because a lot of our heroes, sometimes when we build them, we kind of have to make decisions. Are they going to poke? Are they going to slash? And often enough, we want them to have like big swings because you want to hit people externally.
Yeah, for
But then
anti-ganks.
when you're constantly just doing huge swings, it can get really strong in group fights, but it also can get kind of annoying, right? There's a wall nearby, you're gonna hit the wall, you're gonna hit like different things, so and you have a lot less risk of hitting your allies as well when you have pokes. So that helps. It also makes it a lot easier to differentiate when you're playing against a Durin to go, you know what, like now he's stopping because I saw a slash, or now he can continue because I saw a poke. So there's those two aspects of it, right? To make the hero a little bit more readable when you're fighting against them, to have a bit more of an idea of what could be coming, but also to give, as a player, full control over, do I want to have big trajectories? Do I want to be able to hit people externally, or do I want to just poke my opponent? Yeah. It makes for a really interesting and like dynamic gameplay there.
Absolutely. So now I think we can go through all the different.
Yeah, of course.
So as we see, we got the light poke opener, we got the heavy one for the light hold when we hold the button. I cannot chain, but it's slower light with armor, but it's easier to parry them. For the heavy one, it's same timing, heavy, but wider trajectory, get armor and pin. That's pretty cool. And as you can see, there's a little movement at the end. I can push the enemy. And that's pretty cool because with that little movement, I can actually ledge people.
Yeah, that's kind of cool, right? And what's interesting too, like a little bit of thing that you mentioned, but just to make it clearer, like when you're holding a light, it's a little bit slower, right?
Yes.
So that's also meant to mess up parry timing. So that, hey, if you're like, you know, like some people that we know that just parry everything on red and they're like, hey, I can do whatever I want. It's a bit harder to parry this guy because, again, you don't know if it's going to be a tapped or a held version really early on. So that makes a big difference. And as we're going to have the art segment a little bit later, they'll tell you, I think, at least a little bit about the tech that we had to build to make these moves impossible to kind of distinguish from each other when you're whether you're tapping or holding. So it's really awesome that we were able to build that sort of stuff to help the hero be more competitively viable as well. Nice. So what about chains, right? So what do you get when you're in chains?
When I'm in chains, so I got, as we see, some light stroke that can go further. That's pretty cool. But if I hold the button, it's a wide arc, undodgeable. Light into light, for example, boom,
yes,
undodgeable.
Right? So if you hold your light in chains, it's undodgeable.
Exactly.
And that applies for every single light when you're in chains, right? When you hold it.
Exactly.
So no matter how deep you're in your
yes,
chain,
absolutely.
If you hold light, it's always going to be undodgeable.
Yes.
Right. So what about heavies?
And about heavies, we got our chain heavies. So regular cloak, I get armor on each one of them, so I can continue trading here. But at some point, if I want to mix up, I can hold the button and get a big unblockable there.
Yeah, that's cool, right? And I think so. We have to have kind of bashes in this hero, right? In chains.
Absolutely.
Right? So how does that work?
So the bashes, I'm gonna start with the dodge forward bashes for this character. So we get two again, like
to dodge forward bashes.
So we can dodge forward bash. That's a classic one. You can get a light out of it and start your pressure.
Okay.
And the second one.
Whoa!
Kick and a slower one.
So the point there as well is like it's kind of interesting because you have a bit of a built-in mix-up. Because if I early dodge the tapped version, I get hit by the hold version. So it's kind of interesting. It already kind of builds up that mix-up there. I know we've had a lot of people ask, like, oh, we should try to do things like this. Here it is.
Oh, here
awesome,
you go.
right? That's cool. What about in chains?
In chains, the bash is a little bit different for totally different purposes. So the first one is the tap version. It's a big and long pin, and as you can see, I can just chain after that. So that's pretty cool.
Boom. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's
And
fucking awesome.
Just as a, I don't like to spoil things, but I like to spoil things. There might be something about that specific pin that will be talked about in the animation segment. There's something really cool with that.
We are very
Just
subtle here.
Stay tuned.
I like it, yeah.
Listen to the amazing people that are going to be coming up after
Little
us. 'Cause
surprise.
There's something super cool there.
Yeah, yeah.
And then when you hold the button, it's a big push.
Yeah, big push, right?
So this big push is pretty interesting because it pushes far away. I can, of course, wall splat people, and is really positioning dependent.
Ooh, wall
So
splat, okay.
I want to use this move. Is there an opponent behind? Is there's a wall behind? Is there something?
Ooh, there's gonna be something in the zone because they haven't showed the zone
Yeah,
yet.
you have to
Oh, it's gonna be awesome.
That kind of covers the basic chain kit and the
Yes.
openers and stuff.
Absolutely.
So what about dodge attacks?
So for dodge attacks, again, classic poke. This is on heavy button, on all three direction. It's pokes. If I want to hold the button, again, big swing, and unblockable big attack.
Yeah, and so those attacks as well, they have extended dodge. So kind of like what you have with JJ, with Warmonger, that sort of stuff. But again, what's really interesting here is that they have
Oh.
extended dodge, they hit later, but they have the higher garbage vulnerability. However, you know when you're playing against a Warmonger,
I do.
and you're like, you know what, I think she's going to dodge attack, you always can just feint the guard break and you'll always catch her because of the garbage vulnerability and how it kind of works, right? With this hero, you can do that against the held one, but the tapped one is a regular dodge attack that has less guard break vulnerability. So again, it makes that move a little bit
You have to
safer to
predict it a
use.
little more.
Because then
yeah.
your opponent has to guess: do they want to do a big unblockable rather, or do they just want to poke and keep going into chain? So
Yeah.
you have to be able to read your opponent a little bit more to get into what you want to go.
Nice.
You get it also
Okay,
on front dodge,
okay.
right?
Exactly. I got the same on front dodge, so it's the exact same move.
All right.
And after that, we got the zone attack.
Yeah, zone attack, right?
So zone attack
Big
is
one.
pretty cool, pretty cool. The normal zone, it's not a poke. I reassure you right now, it's a normal
zone attack.
it's a classic zone
Yeah,
attack.
kind of doing poke zones, it doesn't quite work.
Yeah, doesn't make sense.
Not that we haven't tried at certain points, but it
We have
never really
tried,
works.
yes.
And for the old version,
Yeah.
it's this one.
Right, so that's a really big one. It's unblockable. It looked really slow too.
It looks really slow, and that's for a good reason. So first off, as you can see, unblockable, and also the armor kicks in super.
Oh!
early. You can attack him, for example.
Hold on, wait. Is that what I think it is?
Go on top down. Again.
A little heavy.
Wait a minute.
All right, there you go. Right.
I got some armor pretty early on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And the idea is for this move to be a trading tool.
Yeah.
So as you
Yeah,
can see,
trading
it's really
tool.
Slow, and the cool aspect about this move is that it's unfaintable.
Yep.
So it's a first.
If I
slow
see it,
move.
if I see it, and I'm ready for it.
Oh yeah, it's a
I
free
can,
parry.
it's a free parry. I know if I'm gonna go for parry there, yeah, I'm not that good there. But right, so it's a free parry, and on top of it is like if you're trying to go, hey, you know what? I'm gonna like hold zone on red. I can heavy feint, and then I kind of win it, right? So I can bait it out and win the be able to win the trade there. So it's kind of interesting because it's a really interesting like trading tool. It's super unsafe. It's very rare that we have these kinds of moves in front of us, something kind of new that we're trying, but which are moves that are extremely commitful, right? When you're playing traditional fighting games, a lot of the time you have moves that you have to really commit to. This is one of those aspects where you're trying to do stuff, but it's also extremely powerful, hits all around you, deals a bunch of damage. It's super insane, and it's really interesting. You can also kind of like use it in chains, right? If I'm there and I'm spamming lights,
Oh yeah.
yeah, I'm spamming lights, let's go,
My
right?
bad. Some light.
You can kind of do it.
Oh, I pressed the wrong one.
It's okay. So that went where but even with when I'm spamming light, if I kind of see you doing it, I can stop spamming, parry, dodge, do whatever I need to.
Oh yeah, you have a lot of time.
Yeah, and it works really well. So you have to be careful when you use it. Make sure you use it in the right situations. It's a super powerful tool.
Definitely will work wonders against those heated curies.
We have sprint attacks, like running attacks.
We got some
Also a
sprint
little bit
attacks
different.
too, so that's affected by the press and hold too. So we got the poke for the
Oh
tap.
man, I thought you would have like a
And for the old
no,
one-
because they said there would be something about those pins.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of cool,
I
yeah.
don't know if you've noticed, there's like a little bit of a circle. Where
I saw a little shockwave, yeah.
There's a bit of a shockwave and stuff. So this is also something new with this hero, right? That it fits in with the fantasy quite well, but it actually is an AoE in minions. but only for minions. So you can kill multiple minions with a single running attack. With
Oh my god, that is
super
so
cool, fits
fucking
super
good.
Well, this giant weapon, this dude is like, crazy beast. So that's it. I think the one thing we haven't seen yet, right?
The pin move.
Because I'm really curious, like, what happens when you tap guard break is probably the same as usual, right?
Absolutely. The tap guard break is the regular one. I can throw you, I can attack you, because it's a tap version, so I can chain, of course. But for the old version, I cannot chain, and...
That's fucking cool.
Flies on the floor, deals a bit of damage. You also heal yourself a little bit while you do it.
I'm
which
healing
is
myself.
cool.
So I deal some damage, healing a bit
That is
myself.
so
It's not
cool.
the same
Okay, I
purpose
like
as,
that.
the classic guard break, but it's useful for certain situations. And with this little slide, you can also ledge people again.
That's what I wanted to hear.
I can't see chat right now. I'm sure there's people going, oh my god, it says a cleanse. It doesn't cleanse. So don't worry about it. It doesn't cleanse. So you're good to go there. I remember seeing a bunch of people also, like, when we revealed when like some of the
I don't think
happened,
any heal should cleanse anymore.
Little
people were
teasers
asking
that
for
we don't
choke slams, that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
We read your mind and put it in preemptively.
We did.
So it's awesome there.
Playing 3D chess over here.
Yeah. So that kind of fits it for the chaotic aspect, right? So, but what about the fearless aspect of this hero? Because when I have
there's still more? Don't tell me there's still more. I thought we covered everything at this point.
So how does that translate to the hero skill?
Absolutely. So
pin.
for the fearless aspect, we have a special move. That is this one.
Oh, we're back to animations.
Look how fearless this dude is. But so clearly that's it's a full block, but it's a little bit different, right?
Yes. As you can see, I spamming light on you, but I can still continue. There's
wait. That's not an animal. I thought it was an animal.
Every single attack against this that can be blocked is enhanced, including light.
So he has a full block. Okay.
Don't bounce off of it. The other thing that's interesting too is that you can get unblockables against it, you can get bashed against it, you can GB'd against it, all the regular stuff there. But what's also interesting with this is that it's really built to be a low risk, low reward move, right? So there's something really, really different with how the block is activated. I don't know if you want to walk us through this a little bit.
Yeah, so basically the block with this down stance activate at the same timing as when you switch stance. So basically when you are taking a hit, after that you can still switch stance to block the next incoming hit. In general, with the down stance, it's slower, a lot slower to not full block and punish something. There it's the same timing, but don't worry, you don't have like punishes after that.
Yeah, so that's the low reward part I'm talking about, right? So first of all, like all lights are enhanced against it, so your opponent can still keep going and attacking stuff. But also, the vast majority of our full blocks like this give you a reward once you manage to block. You get a big strike out of it or anything. Not with this one. So the purpose of this specifically is that you can use it in chain. So you can start attacking me like crazy, right? I'm like, oh no, he's light spamming me. I can't do anything. Actually, I can. And I just hold down. So I keep it. So it's really, really good. It works. Anything that would be blockable when you're switching your stance.
I mean, at least tell me there's like a recovery to it, because...
Gotcha.
So if you're playing against, your favorite hero, Nusha,
S-Girl Nusha,
and they're like, they're doing a bunch of 400 MS lights, you can actually deal with it. But you won't get out on top with it, because again, the attacks will be enhanced. So you're not, like, it just helps you turn the tide just enough that you take only a little bit of chip damage, and it kind of works out really well. And so it's a full block, right? So most of our full blocks can be used as recovery cancel and kind of like little softens, right? So how does that work with this one?
Exactly. So here
Let's see.
it's the same. So we got the heavy. I
Okay.
can soften them. I can recovery cancel them, and we actually built something really cool with this one to try to get some frame advantage for the more high-level players. So basically, with every old move, you got a quicker access to this down stance at the end. So this is a regular access. If I hold my down stance, it's a little bit quicker on the older attacks. So that means, for example, here, I'm gonna be able to attack faster than if I just wait for my classic recovery.
Okay.
So a lot of the times, like when we're building heroes, when we're doing that sort of stuff, right, we have rules that we have for ourselves where, depending if the hit that you're doing is a light.
Man, there's a lot of combo potential on that, actually.
Specific frame advantages that you get.
Oh, okay.
So, for example, if you get hit by a heavy hit reaction move, typically you recover 300 milliseconds before your opponent. So it gives you like a significant advantage. If you're using this, you recover just a little bit more, so you have just a tiny bit more of that frame advantage, but that opens up extra options that you normally wouldn't have. That makes them a little bit safer, lets you push your offense a little bit more. There's a stamina cost involved though, so whenever you hit that full block, it costs you a bit of stam. So there's a trade-off to be able to amp up your frame advantage, but it really helps and it really pushes that aspect even further with this here, which is super cool.
Gotcha. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And we got another move that benefits from this down stance.
Because we talked about it before, right? So
Exactly.
the one thing that we hadn't shown yet in the kit is hold dodge. Because why would you want to hold dodge?
Because you put press and hold on everything,
Right.
including dodge.
Including dodge, right? So except for back dodge, you get a full block if you side or front dodge while holding dodge. You can't attack while you're doing it,
Exactly.
right? So it's
There's no dodge attack out of
there's
it.
no dodge attack out of it or anything, but you do get the same full block. It's really interesting because it's a really, really, really strong repositioning tool in group fights.
Positioning tool. Okay.
But again, the trade-off is, well, you can't attack out of it, so it's good to reposition and it's good to make things safe. And it's also really good against like orange-blue mix-ups, right?
Exactly. Like try to do a light bash.
All right, I'm going to do light bash.
I dodge it. Light and dodgeable. Oh, I block
Blocked
it.
it, right? So
Nice.
it's interesting because it does give you this, but at the same time, if I read it, I'll do it against you again. So like just dodge after my first fight, right? I can do,
Exactly.
and I can do feint to Garbage to beat it because it has full Garbage vulnerability the whole time. So again, it's about reads, it's about how you control the fight, what options do you need when you need them, and how you it kind of forms together to make this beast of a guy into a super powerful hero.
That's super awesome. And yeah, I mean, I think looking at all of this, like what you're showing here, and it maybe feels like a lot. Maybe to you players, you warriors at home, kind of watching this, maybe this feels like a lot. But like the way that this has been designed, and it's a lot of careful work and meticulous work by the game design team, is that this character is feels good to play. Like all of this just works. The buttons work, and it's really easy to just kind of put these strings together, make your decisions on this, and it's it just feels great to use.
It's amazing. And then so that was okay. So that's great. So that was two of our pillars.
That's right. Yeah,
we had fearless and we had chaotic.
Exactly.
So untrustworthy is more about feats.
Exactly.
Right? So we have a couple of videos.
How do you make untrustworthy?
Yeah, right. So that's the thing, because you want to be untrustworthy with feats. How do you do this?
I definitely like the full block aspect of it. That is something that's going to be very interesting.
Right? So walk us through the feats, Will.
Feat 1, expendable. So as you can see, it's a reverse body count. So I can currently kill my own minion because they're just expendables. They're just meat for me.
Yeah, meat for me.
To heal on them, so heal and stamina. But it's actually better numbers than body count.
Yeah. So it's really interesting here because again,
okay.
It's a really great way to showcase the untrustworthy aspect of this, right? And
self-sabotage
is not something that you really want to do that much.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's interesting because what it makes you do is, let's say you go into the middle lane, right? You're clearing out your opponent's minions, or you're fighting against somebody. You lost a bunch of health. There's two things you can do now with Durin. You can either rotate back to one of your points, heal up, and then come back in or do whatever you want. Or, you know what? There's free healing behind me. I'll just turn around and just
healing behind me.
They're expendable, right? It's the pure expression of, this hero. One of the things that we wanted to build around is the fact that, other people are teaming up with him, knowing that they will be affected negatively by what he does, but he will win them the battle, so they're willing to accept the little bit of negative aspects that are coming with it, right?
Acceptable losses.
Yeah, acceptable losses, right? That's also shown in feat number 2, for example.
Oh, okay.
Let's go to
this one.
2. So no friend of mine. So basically what I'm doing right now is revealing all my allies in the map. So all my 3 allies are revealed. And
oh my god.
When they died, I get a shield. So that's really useful. I need to use it at the right moment to get the shield.
Okay.
And also the shield can stack.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
Okay.
They really are no friend of yours. But
yes.
It's kind of reverse scout. It's literally almost like a reverse scout, but he benefits from his allies dying. You have to time it properly. It's not a passive. So if you're looking, if you have like that amazing bit of UI on top of your screen, I can tell you how much health your team has. If
Okay,
you see
that's
people
not
at
too
low
bad.
health, you can pop it.
Positioning
die,
like that
right?
doesn't really matter because if you're already in a fight, I mean,
and then that's how you can kind of deal with the downside, right? So if you time it properly, if things are happening right, yeah, they get revealed, but it's not that bad because they're about to die anyway, and you're gonna benefit.
yeah, like
Acceptable losses.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Acceptable loss.
That's the whole
the
character.
consequence on that is
Carries through to
negligible.
Feat 3 as well, which is like one of the most interesting ones I find.
This is
Yes, so Feat 3, last man standing. So here, you really want to be the last man standing in every scenarios. Basically, you see the TND here killing all of my team, and I get different buffs from it. So basically, when an allies die, I get a buff.
Okay.
If a second one die, I get a second one, and if all 3 are dead, I get 3 different kind of buffs.
Right,
So
what
as
are
you
the
can
buffs?
see,
Yeah.
Oh,
you can
that
see
is
first kill, I get
fucking
attack.
awesome.
Second kill, a defense buff. And third kill, I get a life leech.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Oh, that's
Like, a lot of
good.
situations where this is useful.
Yes.
Breaking, all your allies are dead. You become a god amongst men. You're super strong. You're like,
I like that. That's a
you're
fucking
Jiren,
awesome
you're
concept.
Inspiration for all of that stuff. Don't ever pursue it in that way.
Do not do
But
it.
that's the thing, right? It's you get stronger and stronger and stronger. The other thing that I find that makes this feat super interesting is it's almost kind of like a bit of a carry feat where if you have teammates that are not as good as you or that you're training, you're getting them
Yeah.
with you and you're trying to win with them and they're not as experienced, you still benefit from them dying. And the buffs are significant enough that it can really turn the tide of a battle really easily.
Yeah.
It's super interesting to have that sort of stuff. And again, it's very selfish onto him. And there's ways to counter it. Just kill him first, right?
Yeah.
Well, good luck, but kill him first, and that's kind of how it works.
and also the buffs are only active while your allies are dead. As
Yeah.
soon as they respawn, then
Yeah, I
those
imagine it
buffs
leaves,
for
yeah.
however many have respawned. So
Yeah.
Exactly. So you need to have them dead at the
That
same
would kick
time. If
ass
someone
in Breach
respawns,
now
you
that I
need to-
realize it.
Yeah. So like, let's say you have 3 allies. One of them dies, you get the first one, so which is the attack buff. If a second one dies, you're gonna get the shield buff. But then when the first one reses and like respawns, you're going to lose the shield buff. So it kind of always goes in order,
Yeah.
and that's how it kind of happens. So to get life leech, all 3 of them have to be dead.
Yes.
You can even like maybe coordinate with them and just go stay dead for a little while,
Don't
come back up,
respawn.
and we'll be good.
But
you know?
you want to be the last one in breaking every time.
Yeah.
And yeah.
That works well. And then finally, what's our 4th feat?
4 feet, you mentioned it in your speech. God among
God among
men.
How did I know this?
So God
Well,
among
because we
men.
rehearsed it, but I
As you can see, it's affecting everyone on the map, your allies and your opponents. So right now what it does is applying a defense debuff to everyone. Map-wide, they all gonna take more damage except you.
Except yourself, right? So it's
Okay.
literally your allies will take more damage, but you don't really care because then if they die, you get buffed up. And
Yeah.
also, if they die and you have your tier 2 up, then you also get shielded, right? So that the synergy we have with all these feats together is really, really cool. Because you can kind of figure out, you know what, like you have to kill him first at the end. Otherwise, he can become an insane machine where everybody else has defense debuffs. He has an attack buff. He has a defense buff. He gets shields, and he's able to just wipe entire teams all by himself. So again, it's like selfish-ish, right? And there's ways to go around it. If your allies are dead and you pop it, it'll only affect enemies. So you don't really care. If they pop up after, right? So you can coordinate, you can do all these sorts of things. So there's a lot of decision, there's a lot of strategy and thinking behind when do I use these feats, how do I pop them, how to maximize their outputs so that you minimize the impact on your allies while still maximizing the effects that you get for yourself.
wow. So that is pretty nuts. Looks super fun. Really excited about this. So thank you.
When I think about it, 'cause
thank you, Will, so much for walking us through
all the
this
concepts are good. Everything's great.
Before, you know,
The theory is what I'm worried about because
what do you
not
think
everybody
will
goes into
occur
these
in
games with the
now
best of
in the
intentions.
meta of For Honor?
So for me, when I look at this hero, I see a bit of a
involves-
mix between like JJ.
It involves the assumption that the
and
people you're playing with have a
not sure
decent
what
amount of
maybe
coordination.
SNES has more, like,
Though there are
and
some
JJ and
like
stuff, but the idea here is like it's a very, very versatile hero, right? He's able to hit people externally. He's able to duel. He has like a bunch of different tools that you have to use in a smart way. So I think there's a good chance he's gonna be part of like competitive rotations. parts
it's
that
kind
you
of
just-
reminiscent of like the people who
Hopefully
kill the
the
Guardian and they get the
strength level
Guardian
and
buff.
synergy that you can have with
It's
your
like, what's
allies
good?
and the
What's so good
combat
about having the
potentials.
Guardian buff if you're
A
not
lot
that
of
good at
players
the
are going
game
to be able
anyways?
to
You
master
know,
these and then be able to
like they get it and then they
maximize
die
it.
like 10
I'm
seconds
really
after
excited
getting the
to see.
buff.
We're gonna have a little bit of a match later, so I can't wait to
Ooh,
see.
the toxic players are gonna go wild for that. Yeah, that's kind of
Pretty
true.
awesome.
But
Well, very cool. Will, any shout outs you wanna say to the
Oh
audience
yeah.
out there?
So quickly, a big shout out to every team that worked on this hero. They all did an amazing job. That was awesome to work with them. And a special shout out to Sébastien that worked on me on this character, another designer. It was a pleasure to work on this one.
Yes, absolutely.
And I wanna
yeah.
take time to like really like thank all of our teams again, like you were mentioning, right? The animation team did an amazing job. Art is phenomenal. But one team that we don't often mention enough is the audio team. They did a crazy job with this.
Yes.
You'll see Carl a little bit later.
We will.
But we also have like other members of the team, like Olivia, that worked on this hero. It's super challenging. Like a hero that hit that that has like double the amount of attacks, that has everything is unique, custom made. You have like the right audio, the right sound, the right swooshes. Everything kind of works really well. But it's through their tireless work. And so I really want to thank them because it's not an easy job. It's super complicated to get it right. And I think they did an amazing job with this hero. So it's a real pleasure to play and to hear the hero, and like you feel the strength behind everything. You feel the power. It's super cool.
Amazing. That's 100%. So very cool. So folks, we hope you're excited for this. We hope you're excited to get your hands on this.
I am.
I am too. I'm really
so far I
excited.
like
I'm
it,
really looking forward to
but
so, again, reminder.
oh, it's
we'll
gonna
go
be.
live next
There's a lot
week,
of
January 29th.
there's
So
a lot of
be on the lookout
downs.
for that.
Which is, I
So
don't know.
we're excited, though, 'cause the
We'll just
next
have to
segment
see it
with
until it
Wooo,
goes
we've
live.
gotten to see some of it, but we are going to take a deeper dive now into the animation and the art and everything that went into building this character and making him look as good as he looks, because he looks pretty darn good, if I do say so myself. We have that coming up next. But stick around, because in between we're going to show off all of the cool weapons and all the weapons you're going to weapons. All the cool weapons you're going to be able to loot for Jiren. So take a look at that and don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Ooh, okay. Of course, the beginning ones are kind of mid. And you're gonna start a little cooler. You're gonna start getting little engravings and stuff. Ooh, I like that red one. That blue one, I love. Ooh, that one's good. That one's meh. That one's kind of good. I really like that one with the chalice. That one's probably gonna be my favorite. No, maybe kind of. Ooh, I love that one. The one that looks like a butterfly. That one looks fucking awesome. I'm definitely gonna go for that one. I'm gonna go for that one. That's gonna be the one I'm gonna go for. I want to see the armor sets though. I want to see how fashiony it is, because we've only seen the starter armor. I want to see how decked out this guy is. And I'm definitely gonna stick around for the showcase where they do the mock match. That's gonna be very interesting to see. I don't know what to think about the feats. Like, I get the line of thinking, it makes sense. Logically, there shouldn't be any problems, but I mean, it's still under the assumption that the people you're playing with aren't total fucking dickheads or total fucking dumbasses. And there's a lot of dumbasses in For Honor and a lot of dickheads in For Honor, so kind of like, do I support it? Also, you have to be very conscious about your feats, like the kill minions one. Because now you create a situation where mid lane is negated. Which is kind of odd, because before, like, yeah, you would attack the zone, but it wouldn't affect your field. And then, you know, you'd get a shift. Either it's red or it's blue. It's red or it's blue. But now you have a situation where it's like nobody owns it. In Breach, I mean, in Breach shouldn't affect you, because what the fuck are you doing in Breach? Doing that? I mean, maybe you could like farm your own minions for health. That I could see a use in that if it works there. He could also slow the match down. Technically, could he technically slow it down? But there'd be no benefit. I mean, what would be the benefit other than just having blue on your side? I don't know. It's still very situational. I don't think it should affect matches that much. Maybe they should make it so that it only kills while he's like low on health, or like how do you say when he takes damage. Because if he can still kill minions while he's full health, that would be such a fucking downside. I don't know. I'll stick around to see how it goes.
Welcome back to talk about the art and the animation of the new hero, Juan. We have Alex, Kiara, Anik, and Nawel. How are you guys doing?
Amazing.
Great. It's so cool.
So happy to be here.
I'm so happy that we're showcasing like the hero. It's fantastic. We see it in the chat. People, they love a lot about him. So we're gonna talk about this. Alex, a lot of work went into the art.
Yeah, very much so. I mean, it was a challenge to take this iconic inspiration and translate it into the hero Juran, who really fits our game, fits our world, and we're really proud of what we created. All the variations that are there, from his armor sets to his facial hair.
To his facial hair. That's
Yes.
good. Kiara, can you tell more about this?
Absolutely. So my job as a texture artist is really to translate the character's personality into his clothing. And we can really see that in all of the variations that we did, particularly in his feathers. We used peacock and pheasant feathers for some of his set, which is really a symbol of power and royalty historically. And it shows a little bit of the
peasant feathers.
About him. They're very colorful too. He's a flamboyant, very like boisterous type of character.
I like me some feathers. I like me some
color
feathers.
through the feathers that the character has adds to that. Also, it's multi-layered, and all we know, as you see it on a peacock, when the peacock has its feathers out, it really looks bigger and more imposing, which again adds to his personality. Another part of the armor that's super important that we want to show is that it's clean, which usually all we know, For Honor, we love dirty characters, we love adding the grime and dirt, but this man is he's royal, he's wants to be proud, he wants to show that he has this beautiful clean armor, but it's used. So as we can see in the previous
okay, I get it.
You can see all the detail of the use in his cape, in the way that the leather is worn, yet he has a nice, clean personality. And I think Anik can talk about more about
that's
the
interesting.
leather materials that we used.
Sure. So the main armor set that I worked on was the Pojun armor set. So this one had a really large surface area for leather, so it was a good opportunity to use one of our new leathers. So this one was actually first used on Virtuosa. So the first leather here in this image is the softer one. So the grain of the leather is larger, there's a lot more folds in it. The second one is a harder leather, so the grain is smaller, it's a little bit shinier. And the third one is not so obvious on the character, but it's used in the first two. So that's anywhere that there's edge damage or wear, that Swede will pop through. For the concept art of the Pojin set, I really liked how the concept artist painted the lighting on the metal.
Yeah.
So it really reminded me of case hardened steel. So that's a heat treatment process. And basically what happens during that process is that the outer layer of metal is hardened, so that makes it more resistant to wear. But the center of the metal still stays softer, so it's more impact resistant. And during that process, the surface of the metal starts getting different colors coming through. So there's a bit of blue, a bit of red, a bit of bronzish. So I tried recreating that for this armor set. So
Ooh.
depending on which map the players are going to be in,
That is
and,
actually pretty
how
solid.
the
I like
lighting
that.
hits
I
that
like
armor,
that.
you'll be able to see those different hues appear and disappear.
It's crazy to think that you need to know about metal, basically how it's made to apply it on the texture. It shows on the character, looks so great. Thank you for that. I mean, the customization is insane on this character.
Yes. Yeah, there's so many colors that you're able to apply, materials that you're able to apply, different helmets, like I said, different facial hair, and of course, different capes. Like we've got like really ornate, fancy capes that have multiple layers. We have simple capes. We have no cape at all. We love a cape.
That red blue one.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
And you said facial hair. I mean, everybody noticed is magnificent eyebrow.
Oh, yes.
I think it's really cool. It's all about the character team like work really hard to make it like very emotional in a way with this eyebrow,
Yeah.
right?
We actually used a new technique to really amplify the texture of the expressions of Jurin. We want him to look like he's scolding and unimpressed and unhappy
Scolding
with
and
you
unimpressed.
all the time, even when he has a neutral face. And to do that, we exaggerated the brows. We added darkness around the eyes. We added more forehead lines to really show that he's always angry. And if you know about contouring a little bit in makeup, we use that technique too. So we added darkness around the cheeks, around the jawline, by the base of the skull to really showcase that he's scolding, unhappy with you, just frustrated all the time. And that's just through textures.
It's crazy because it really gives them like a proper look, but really mean at the same time.
Exactly.
It's very cool because as player, I've noticed obviously for since Virtuosa we did a lot of facial animation, and with your help and the help of your team, it's easier on the animation even when we add animation and he's already like this, so we can amplify it and make it even better. That's super great. I mean, it shows a great synergy between the team. And talking about animation, of course, now we have a lot of animation on this character. There's a lot of attack, as we saw previously. But let's start at the top. The weapon.
Yes,
Brought
I'm
the
gonna
weapon?
show you the weapon.
Oh,
Just give me a sec.
it's a big one.
Oh, it's a big boy.
Here it is.
I don't even know if it fits on the screen.
Pass it down and
Just to see how pretty long it is.
Yeah,
There we go. There you
look
go.
at that.
Oh, that boy big long.
So this is a weapon that we use at mocap.
Yes, and you kind of broke it a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, don't. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we broke it because we really slammed it on the ground.
Put it there. So yes, to start talking about animation, I would like to maybe talk a little bit more about what I went through during this process,
Yes.
way before I start animating.
Oh.
Because I was, involved pretty early in the process, so my focus was just not animation, but also the character's identity and also how he's going to move. And it started, during the director's intent presentation, when after that the inspiration came right away. And I thought about this, iconic character from the anime and manga universe that I love so much. And maybe a pause here to kind of see if those who are watching us can guess
who it is.
Okay, so people can guess what was your inspiration.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
we'll send
Pretty
it.
sure you
People
can see
get it right.
through, the animation and all. So it goes like this. This character is really arrogant. He's convinced he's the best.
Yes.
He's a proud prince.
Mhm.
And he has this massive ego, you know, and this huge appetite for the fight.
Yes.
And I felt like he matched perfectly with the vision we had for this hero. And it also gave me, you know, this clear direction to follow.
So you already know at that point what the animation will look like?
Not yet.
Okay.
'Cause I needed to do a little bit more, you know, of the preparation. And for that, I needed, you know, to find maybe some.
Everyone's saying Vegeta.
Kind of highlight.
Honestly, that would make sense.
And I started with, okay, he's heavy type and he is also agile. So how I'm gonna find the balance, yes, between those two. And the second one, his Chinese side, since he's a woolen character, how I'm gonna integrate that into his fight kit. And the third one, of course, his personality, like I mentioned before.
Cannot miss that one.
Yes, totally. And for that, you know, I did a lot of research on different fighting style, movements, what we have already in our game, you know, to do things differently for him and unique. And yeah, to end up with this pretty amazing Duran.
That's crazy. A unique aspect, like we spoke before, is the old and press mechanic, which is tiny little
Old and
200
press.
MS that has a huge impact on animation. First time we did that on For Honor, again, it has a major impact on animation because you kind of have to double everything. How did you tackle that?
But first of all, I needed to kind of, you know, working. It was hard working on this system. I needed to understand what my game designer want, and for that, I needed a visual image for that, as you can see right there. Also to show that to my motion, to my actors at the motion capture.
Yes.
So yeah, I pretty go like that. Just to explain it a little bit, I started with the combat stance. So we have the right, the top, the left.
Right.
And we also have the attack, so opener, chains, and finishers.
Yes.
And you kind of see like it pretty double the amount of
Right.
animation, yeah, for each of one. And we needed also to kind
Right,
of
top,
think
left,
about,
you
okay,
can
if
press or
I
hold,
do
which leads
a
to
light opener,
press or
press,
hold.
it needs to do like an animation like that. It needs to be a poke, right?
Like a poke because
yes.
it's a light attack, right?
So, and the fact that we have the same beginning of the animation for also the hold one, so it's pretty hard to like go
From a
like
poke
that to
to
do a
do a
poke, but transform that into a slash.
Oh my
right?
God.
So it was
For every attack. you
every
think about
attack.
this.
Yes, so it was a big challenge here at the moment.
Yeah, I mean it's very cool detail. I think people love seeing the behind the scene a little bit, how we prep for all this work way before we start working. I think it's really good. Do you have a favorite attack that you did?
Oh my God, this guy just, you can't run out of option with this guy, right? I have so many, but I kind of feel like I wanted to talk a little bit more about the embedded animation.
Okay.
So those one, as you can see at the mocap, our actors are far away from each other, right? To not injure themselves.
Of course.
But what it means, it's like those movements as not as intense as we want. And this is the first part of our job, right? To make it feel like it happens for real. And you kind of see like the repositioning of the opponent and work this animation. And you know, when for this kind of animation, you kind of need the right feel of it.
Yes.
Okay. And when you have the right feel, now after that, I can add more flavor to it and play with the camera, and also I added more movement to the opponent to feel like just.
Larry, welcome to my sphere, please.
Because when you guys are gonna play this move, it feels amazing. Like it looks great,
Satisfying.
but when an animation feels good through the controller, you know you hit it. You're like, I was there. Like, you know, it's really great. And something GC's like tease a little bit. We did something special only for him. Something we tried for the first time with Johan Nawel. Do you want to tell everybody about this?
Yes, of course. So this special feature concerns the Duran's bashing chain. So when you trigger it on any character in our game, it's gonna play certain animation. But when you do it against Khatun,
Khatun?
Yeah, Khatun.
Different animation.
Yeah, as you can see in the mocap, you have the sword of Khatun, and you kind of see the a different animation for this. So it was really particular to work on this one because I needed to work both of them at the same time because I have the same constraint for both of them.
and it was also super exciting for me because I worked on Khatun before,
Aw.
and now I'm on Jiren, and to have this kind of animation and lore between them to kind of feel
connect them.
Yes,
Mhm.
connect them, and it was really
That's
awesome,
so great.
yeah.
So as you said, like it's the same attack, same thing. It's just the really the
Yeah,
realization
needed to
that
fit
it's
in
the different. to tell a little story here.
Yes.
I mean, we try when we can. I think it's great. Thank you so much. I mean, it's insane. I'm so excited for this hero. I'm so excited for the hero to release. Thank you everyone for being here. Any shout out that you want to give? Maybe.
Yes, absolutely. So just want to shout out to all of the character team. So the concept artists, the modelers, the riggers, the team in Chengdu, and our texture artists, of course.
Speaking of texture artists, Aiden, shout out to you. We're thinking about you. Thank you so much.
So thank you everyone. Thank you so much for coming here. Stay here. The next segment we got the music segment.
Yes.
And later on we're gonna
Show me
be
the
ready
soundtrack.
for the show match. That's gonna be hot.
Yes.
I mean, there's gonna be a lot of people. That's gonna be fun. So let's check out the full list of emote, execution, and signature. Of
What's
course, we
happening?
love
I gotta
them,
find
so
the scroll for
between
this thing.
Those segments, you're gonna see that. You're gonna look. They look amazing. You'll see that. So stay tuned.
Boy. It appears I'm gonna have to find a new microphone stand. Because this one has officially bucket. It's just a matter of time. Yes, Queen. Yes. Oh, I didn't mean to pause you. No, I'm missing out. That's classic. You gotta have that. Non-negotiable. Oh. Yes. Nice. I like that. Okay, okay. Yes. Okay. Oh. Okay. Meh. It's me. It's me. Okay, 3 animations. We can do it 3 animations. Oh my god, it started already. I'm sorry.
Welcome back, Warriors! We are so excited today to continue on our amazing show by diving deeper into the music of Year 9. And who better to do that than these two very special guests on the couch? Carl, welcome. Welcome back to the show. How are you?
Thanks, fine. Great.
Cool. And joining us also, Luc St. Pierre. Thank you. Welcome back, Luc.
Thank you. Very
How
happy
you-
to be here.
You good? Cool. Well, we're very excited to have you here too. We love the music. I think like the music in For Honor is like one of the coolest parts of the game, and like every season and just all the new sounds it brings. So we know people like it, and we're really excited to hear more about it. So, but yeah, I guess what can you tell us? Like, what are we going to share today?
Yeah. But during this years, we have different challenge. We do things really differently. An example in the first season, the season of our new game mode 2v2v2. It's a gladiator arena kind of game mode. Historically, in the Coliseum, we had some.
Still my favorite
music
intro,
that
by the
play,
way.
music
That
before the
one's
match
so
to
solid.
entertain the crowd, and some key moments during the match. So we get inspired by that, and finally we has to look to compose a specific cue only for this game mode event, for the start of the game mode, for round transition, with some variation depending if we success or lose the round. Same things for the end of the game mode. So it was important for us because we expecting to have a good relation between sounds, music, and the visual, as the camera cut, camera traveling, camera during the round transition. So Luc composed all this cue. It was quite different because usually when you compose music, you start by our landing page main seasonal cue. And after that, if we need it in game, we adjust it, remix it to fit with the game needs. But for this moment, because we was really sensible to this realization, Luc start with the game mode cue, and after that, he adjusts it for have this feeling of this music for all the season. So the game mode music resonates during all this season.
Yeah. Well, the particularity too of this season was we were going to make transitions. This is not something we used to have in other seasons. So the challenge was to first compose the transition and then have them be like the departure of the theme. So they had to fit, so be it tempo or tonality or stuff like that. I don't want to go into too much of the details. And also for the general ambience of the season, if there is a Roman Coliseum, I cannot not think about the duduk and some dulcimer and some really like kind of ancient Roman era instrument. So this is how we approached the season. But mainly the particularity was all the transition and the stinger and the the feedback to the player, victory, transition and stuff like that.
Nice.
Yep. In the season 2, we have other kind of challenge. Is the pirate season, so we have two completely different moods. In the first title update, we have our Blackbird, which is a male, older, a bit more grumpy, and we could feel that everything is harder for him in the life to reach his goal. But in the opposite, we have our Virtuosa, the track we hear right now. So she's so joyful, happy, that life is so easy for her. So we decide to go with Italian voice because it's so
Napolitan.
Yeah, Italian Napolitan.
Oh,
yeah.
Napolitan, be careful.
Yeah. Comments, yeah.
Yeah, because it's so expressive, even really melodic. So with these two kind of contrasts of mood we have in the two title update, we decide to instead to have one long cue, to split it in two smaller ones to go more deeper in the realization. And yeah,
it was the first part was more like a sorrow chant, but then we exploded with the singer. I need to really say her name. Daniela Fiorentino was the lead singer. She did an amazing job, and I thought of her because I thought Virtuosa really exist, and there she is, and she has the vibe, the mood, the energy, and the voice. So I figured I cannot not do it with this singer. So it was quite fun to do actually, because I'm not Italian, so I really dive into this the Tarantella and the Napoli culture and her voice and her interpretation of the text.
Wow, it's amazing. Yeah, it sounded great too. I love that.
Was fun.
speaking about voice, I think you sing also in this queue, huh?
Yeah, I happen to be. I happen to do the chanty at the in TU1. Well,
Really?
the sorrow chant.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I do the voice too. I'm doing the below stuff like that.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow, it's cool.
Well, I mean, I'm not a singer, but it just was convenient. Oh, I need a singer. All right, I'll do it.
You did.
Here
yeah.
I am.
Nice.
In the season 3, the Halloween one, it was our Spider Lady season.
That's right.
It was really pleased to revisit an old cue we did many years ago, but changed completely his emotion. An example in the season 23, the first time we have the Spider Lady game mode, the music was really oriented to be more horror, and we feel the terror from the monster at the end of the map. But in our season 35, it's completely different.
Yeah.
The main question was, why a human get transformed to this Spider Lady? It's completely just personal because she has so many sadness inside her. It's a personal drama that corrupted his mind with the time and finally get transformed her to that kind of monster, the Spider Lady.
Yeah. It was quite the challenge actually to try to create a sound design and music that would depict the pain she had inside. Make the player and people feel that something inside her is coming out. So her psychic pain and then the physical pain of having the Spider Lady coming out of her body and exploding out. So it was another challenge sound-wise, but I had a good team with me, helping me, and back and forth as usual. So we ended up doing the track that we have right now.
Awesome.
Something really cool in that cue, if we could hear when the singer sing, we could feel the female voice alone with a lot of sadness, and she's singing while she's crying at the same time. So with just few notes of shamisen, but it's fabulous.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, whenever there is like Japanese or thematic like this, we usually have the same singer, Maya Kuroki, who she's an amazing artist. So I cannot underline enough how I rely on those artists, to create the soundtrack for each season. I need them. So
nice.
I want to say it loudly.
Awesome. Very cool. And then that brings us to our final season of year 9, the one we're currently in with the big guy himself. So, what can you tell us about that?
Duran, so Duran is heavy, is really strong. By the way, it's my favorite hero when I'm playing Foreigner.
Favorite one?
Yeah, but that is me. Okay, back to the music.
Well, it took us 38 to get you one. All right, I'm happy. I'm happy we found one for you.
The question is, which musical instrument could be a good link or represent well Duran? So finally, it's lead us to Suona. Suona is one of the loudest Chinese traditional instruments, so the fit is perfect for Duran. And also, we had 2 other instruments related to the hero skin of the season. So we chose the pipa and the guzen, so to fit well the intensity of the combat, to keep the drive, while the Suona do some melody on the top of that.
Yeah, there was also this the whole story of the Three Kingdom. So there was 3 character, and the idea behind this was to have an instrument for each character and to bring this idea that they're fighting. So basically, they have those instruments that are fighting pan left and right. And also there were real drums on this session.
Nice.
But mainly we needed to characterize, let's say, the player, and then comes Titan, the big guy with the Suona. The Suona was loud, yet it needed a bit of bottom, so we doubled it with some brass. So that's how we managed to do the session. We had Guzeng, Pipa fighting, no winner. Titan comes in with a Suona. I win because I'm the loudest instrument in the world.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome. So, Luke, what can you can you tell us what was your favorite season to work on this year?
Aha. Well, that's a good question, but I have a pre-made answer to that.
That's good. All right.
I was prepared. I have to say it was Golden Age.
Yeah.
The Elfic season. For many reasons, I think I like the ambience, and I liked the beautiful voice of Carl Egan too. the singer who's singing on it. So yeah, that would be it. I mean, I have many favorite season, but that one I think it's one of the one that I listen to, and I'm still very, very happy. Not that I don't like what I've done previously, but we have a tendency to become very critical of previous work. So
it's totally cool to have favorites. I don't disagree with that at all. Carl, what's your favorite?
Oh my God! Honestly, I think my favorite one is not released yet, but it will come. So stay tuned.
Teasers, I love it. Well, that's really cool. So, folks at home too, check it out. So we also got another little surprise, and I'm really happy to announce that we have partnered with Kid Katana and are releasing an official For Honor vinyl to celebrate 10 years of For Honor. And I've had it hiding here this whole time. Where's the camera? Ooh, it's looking pretty cool there. It's got, you can see there's a back to it and a front. It's there's lights that are glaring on it. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's right side. Okay. Anyway, so check it out, guys. This is really cool. I want to tell you a little bit about what's inside this thing. So we have 2 vinyls that are going to be in here, and there's exclusive cover artwork made by the For Honor team. There's a booklet with faction art, presentation, words from 3 different compositors and the audio director. So there's a lot in this to look. And Carl, can you tell us a little bit more about what people can expect once they get inside this thing?
Yeah, okay. So yes, as you mentioned, we have 2 discs, so it means 4 sides. So we select one side perfection. So we have a knight, Viking, samurai, and wooden. But we have 5 factions, only 4 sides. So we add 1 Outlander track on each side because they are so good. Then that is the concept behind the vinyl, but we also add a track that was never released to the streaming platform. It was live during 1 season, but after that, no available. So we bring back that really interesting track. We did some, an example, another track that is a merge between 2 music to make it different, to revisit older cue. And we changed some layering, mixing, and structure of the music. And we have a track from the future, a track that nobody heard that amazing track, and it's one of my favorite. Yeah,
that's what you're alluding to. I get it. I get it. I like it. Well, that's amazing. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, there's a lot that's going into this thing, so we're really excited about that. So, folks, listen, if you're interested in this, it's available for purchase now. You can scan the QR code on your screen or follow any of the links that we have available. You have until March 22nd to get this pre-order in, and delivery of the vinyls will be on June 26th. Cost is €42, which is about 40 USD. So yeah, check it out and pick up your copy while supplies are available. So amazing, really excited for that. Thank you so much, Carl. Thank you, Luke, for
thank you so much
to talk about that. It's always a pleasure to hear about everything that goes on into the audio of the game. It's super special. So just thank you both for being here. Folks, we hope you enjoyed that too.
Yes.
And stick around because we are going to take a look at the Jurin armor sets in this next transition. And after that, something you've been waiting for, a show match with our VIPs, some very
finally, I need to see it at work.
Creators that I'm sure you'll recognize. So don't go anywhere. We are going to be right back.
Please, I need to see it work.
Welcome back, Warriors! Woo! All right.
Finally.
It is
Oh
time.
my
We are
God,
ready
you guys
for
take
the show match,
forever.
and who better to talk about that than JC is back on the couch. Welcome back, JC. We missed you.
I'm very happy to be teleported back here once again.
I know. Yeah, we saw it in the chat, and sure enough, you're here again.
Yeah, exactly. I was trying to not do anything.
You're trying to sneak off and go, and you're like,
because I just teleport here. So if I'm doing something inappropriate somewhere and I just pop here, it just kind of looks weird. So
You got to time it for the summoning ritual.
yeah, that's it, right? So that's how it works.
Well, I'm so glad we caught you at a good time. That's great. And also, I see we have another very special guest on the couch. Spaniard, welcome. Welcome back.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for having me.
Well, thank you for being here.
Oh, well, it's a pleasure every time. So thank you much.
That's amazing.
Of course.
Well, folks at home, again, you've heard us say it, but we've had some very special guests this week for a special workshop we're working on. And they are now joining us today. So let's do a little bit of an introduction. But Yeah, we have 2 teams of players who are going to be playing. Team 1, where do we got? Oh, they have team names now. So Team Miles, representing NA. You have Team Captain Blitz, you have Wextra, Norgaz, and Rippy who are there. And then Team KM, representing the EU, you have Team Captain Bean with Freeze, Havoc, and Nutella. Man, those gifts are great. This is my first time seeing them. So.
Yeah, some of the gifts are in Imperial and the others are in metric.
I see. That's the.
That's how it works, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
get
yeah.
Miles and this is why. See, that has to be part of the rehearsal, so I'm not surprised on the spot. So, great stuff. So we love that. We're really excited for that. Folks, we also have a couple really special casters too. Some voices you'll definitely know.
Oh, we love 'em.
Vivid Naz and Verbalocity joining us today too. So that is great. And that's a great gift too.
They really are the best.
They are. Oh
They
man,
really are.
Vivid attacks velocity in every one of those gifts, though, you know.
it's a
Every
running
time,
thing.
eh?
It's a running thing.
Yep.
Quickly, let's run through what we're going to be seeing today. So we're going to run the show match. We got both of these teams of amazing pro players, competitive players. They're going to demonstrate For Honor at the highest level. We're going to see Dominion rounds. Best 2 out of 3 is going to take this. And right now we are limiting this, so the team captains are going to be running Jurin. So we're going to see excellent team comps and just see how Jurin plays with the rest of the crew. So you'll get to see all of that. And yeah, I guess that's the details, the gist of it. Do you have any
Yes, get
expectations
to it
for
now.
what we're going to see today?
Get to
I'm
it.
expecting really, really high level play during to dominate. I don't know. But it's gonna be, like, super interesting. I can't wait to see these folks play. From what we've seen this week, they're quite strong. I mean, not as strong as me, and that's
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
I'm disqualified from this tournament because
This
if
is
I
true.
played, I would be alone versus like 7 and I
know.
would still win. But
Yeah.
We don't wanna
that's how
make
it kind of
them feel
works,
bad, yeah.
you know. But yeah, it's all good. Honestly, I can't wait to see the result of it, and good luck to both teams.
All right,
yeah.
cool. And Spaniard, any thoughts before we get started?
Well, I'm here as a tournament organizer to make sure this lengthy tournament goes completely according to plan.
It has to be fully organized.
Oh yeah, it has to be, and got to keep an eye on these guys to make sure they don't try anything, any tricky business.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm expecting to see some good stuff. I'm expecting people to see old Duran on Bean and Blitz and think twice about pursuing.
Yeah.
yeah,
Might be a tiny bit dangerous.
might be. I would be scared to run into them myself. I think.
All
But
right.
I'm also looking forward to seeing all the different characters we bring out because I think they're going to play appropriately for the season. They're going to play Conquest format, which is where they switch characters once they win.
Oh.
So we should see a whole variety of
That's always
of
great.
characters out there, which would be great.
Awesome. All right. Well, I'm super looking forward to it. Can't wait. Now, again, I'd love to sit here and talk about this, all day. But again, we are not the true experts at casting here. We have 2 of the best For Honor casters in the world with us joining us, and we are so privileged for that. So we are going to pass it over to Vivid Naz and Verbalocity. Guys, take it away.
Wow. Completely, very high honor there. Thank you very much for having us, of course. And welcome to the exhibition portion of the stream where we'll be showcasing Durin in all of his glory. Of course, my name is Vivid Naz and I'm joined by my co-host Verbalocity. How are you doing today?
Doing quite nice, Looking forward to the matches. We've had some technical upgrades as well.
Oh,
Not only
yes.
do I have you guys here at chat, so if you've got any questions, by all means, give us some questions. But on top of that, these guys only went and gave me directorial control, so I could try and highlight some things as we go through for today. I do love being back in production element just a little bit.
Honestly, it's been pretty incredible so far. What I've loved is Twitch chat's reaction to Durin. To say the feats got a lot of love would be
Yeah.
I'm so excited for you guys to see what that actually looks like in a Dominion game. Yeah, we saw them in isolation, but it'll be interesting to see how they paired up in this game. We do have a game loading up just as we speak, so in about 20 seconds you get to see that.
Now, not only are we going to be seeing the examples of the feats in action, but also the different ways that those feats can be used. You could try and min-max them and say, oh, someone over there's about to die, let's try and gain something from it, say with a tier 2. Or you can just grief your team. Which side of the spectrum are we going to get? There's only one way to find out as we load in.
Yeah.
How I've kind of described him so far is he's angry, he's arrogant, and he is also selfish. And that is a reflection not only in his animations, but also his moveset, and you can also see it in his feet. So I really love how they managed to basically encapsulate everything that this character can bring to the table, especially, with the historical significance and some of the inspiration that they've taken from history.
Yeah, so we should be seeing in here momentarily. We're going to be seeing quite a nice little setup originally here in the mid lane. Do keep in mind that the Kyoshin is going to have some trouble with some of the unblockables that are on deck, but freezes Shugoki getting first blood.
Yeah, I think we're having slight trouble getting into the game at the moment, but hopefully...
No, get us into the game!
We do have the game
I
started,
know what
but,
this is. I know what this is. I've got production control, so we get the first game jitters every
yeah.
time, without fail. At the moment I get given control, it happens.
Honestly, you know, I think that's.
Oh, finally!
First time on the docket, then you can't even cut us into the game. So.
Oh, brother.
Just as I say that, hey,
we just have to complain and we got it, let's go!
No, unfortunately, Bean was one of the people that we wanted to cut to, but he has been executed. But we can take a look at Blitz and follow him for a little bit. As we can see, you know, donning the black and red, of course, you know, very signature of the Jurin here. Cutting across to the mid lane. You can see on B, he's already got that tier 1. Now, there was a lot of discussion about this tier 1 when it was first unveiled. Oh no, you know, I'm gonna get griefed in my solo queue game, etc., etc. I don't think that's the case. People need to remember that you do not give any points when you kill your own minions, right? So it's almost like a sacrificial ritual akin to some other MOBA games where, you know, you're not denying minions necessarily, but it's a big boon for you. Like in this situation, you could have easily just went and got healed up, like completely.
Yeah, it's something you got to be aware of. Havoc, low HP, trying to move away back to C point over here on Xiang Pass. Side note, by the way, the fact that we're getting to see more of these maps that normally aren't in Dominion is a personal joy of mine.
Yeah.
It's just a bit more variety, especially to the competitive map pools.
100%. You can see Havoc here just trying to cut across. We do have a few of our Jurins moving across to
where should we go?
To the mid lane. We can see Blitz here just about to engage.
There we are.
Against Havoc. Has that tier 1 unlock. Gets a nice parry there on the light. Now, one of the main things that you've heard about before is the quote-unquote
that's interesting.
played, right?
Yes.
Everything can be tapped or everything can be held, whether it be the GB, the light, the heavy. They all have the ability. The only thing you cannot hold is the back dodge, or of course obvious reasons.
I mean, you can roll, but I mean, who's rolling on Jurin? I mean, that's cowardly maneuvers. He's going in though. I guarantee you, the hold zone is going to be one of those hated maneuvers on launch, but it's got some big gaps in its game that you can exploit.
It not being able to be fainted is a big one, right? It does have a lot of great properties, but not being able to feint it causes a lot of issues. You might have seen there.
I have to check what's up with that back dodge. I don't think I quite understood how that works.
It gives you akin to, it gives a decent amount of health, especially considering, I don't know if I showed it in the preview, but the running heavy attack animation for this character clears a lot of minions. Like here, if we can see it, okay.
Yes.
It's almost like he heard me. He almost like he said, okay.
Look at it.
Look at this wave clear. You could, and if he wants to be slightly BM, he can go clear it out. He does have his tier 2 up. Hopefully we get to see it being unlocked. But in this situation, Bean has a lot of high health allies, so there's no point wasting
Nice.
it, right? As soon as you see your allies start
Yes.
down, that is a perfect place to use it.
Yeah, the AoE on that running charge heavy definitely reminds me of, if any of the old heads are out there, old Shinobi heavies when he cleared minions back when animations existed. And unfortunately, we're going to see Bean going down, cut back over. Havoc once again on the Kyoshin, keeping an eye on them for the time being. Gets the parry on the Zhang Jun, currently being piloted, I believe, by, actually, there we are, by Blitz. There we are. We'll actually cut back. No, Blitz is actually going to be on...
Yeah, he's capping the point here.
There we are.
On
1
C.
HP? Damn, he got out of there just in time. Oh, hang on a minute. I spy a Rippy's having some fun. Let's cut on over there. There we are.
Let's go.
Against the Teller on the Nabushi. Let's see if they can get the kill.
Okay, tries to push him up there, gets the GB, but unfortunately countered. A little bit of a staring contest here. The Jurin comes in to support, but here in this situation, as a Jurin, sometimes you want to let your ally die. Unfortunately, does not pop the tier 2 beforehand. In that case, if I knew Nutella was gonna die, right? If I knew Nabushi was dying, I'm popping tier 2. I'm letting you die.
Yeah.
I'm getting that shield, and all of a sudden, I'm in a huge advantageous position. We see the zone there come out. The wind-up is, it's hard to parry at times. That zone. It is gonna, you know. It's hard to parry, but it's not fair.
That's good.
So you have to fully commit to it, and there's multiple times where, you know, it's just not advantageous using that.
Yeah, we got a little bit of Jurin on Jurin here. You and I dueled a lot, getting to know this character, and there are some... I will say, it is shockingly easy to flowchart on this character. If you are lazy with the amount of power you have with the options, you will face plant and you get predicted.
What I would love to see is, we saw it in the when they showcased the character for the first time, is using the Indomitable stance, basically the all-block stance to recover, right?
Oh yeah, I haven't seen anybody use it yet.
You're tapping the light, which gives you a slight little thrust into the hold heavy, into the unblockable. Indomitable stance, recovery is super nice, and you can just keep going, right? keep going. And one of my favorite tactics when it lands, it doesn't land all the time, is you go for the GB hold. That recovers your full stamina bar. And once again, you are the oppressive bully. You keep pushing forward, and it just feels so nice when you get it done.
Oh, this is going to be a problem. Blitz has one stack of the tier 3 online, so has the damage boost, plus revenge. This is the kind of situation that a Duran really wants to be in. The moments where your teammates are down, you're stacking buffs, and it's sink or swim.
Oh yeah, 100%. Right now, the attack buff came through. Unfortunately, the teammate did spawn, so it's no longer there. We cut across to Bean. He's in a situation. The attack buff is available. This is a passive. Multiple, like, you will see yourself with the attack buff quite a lot of the game, especially later on when you've unlocked the tier 3. But if you're ever in an elimination situation, right, you are breaking, and you have your tier 3, and hopefully tier 4 that we'll get to see in a bit, you feel like a raid boss. You cannot tell me it's not one of the most incredible feelings. That is why the best thing is not to pursue him, I guess, actually to pursue him, right? So you want to pursue this, you want to take him out first in a fight, because that is possibly the best time to kill him.
Oh, we're riding along here with Nutella for the time being, getting some pressure onto the Duran that's currently been piloted
This will
by
be very interesting.
Nutella, not shabby.
I've seen a lot of people not using the bash though, the hyper armor bash specifically.
Oh, Blitz is on the comeback.
Unless I'm confused on where that lies in the chain.
That is Nutella's POV right here. Goes for the bash light there. You have the, of course, you have the hold variant where he goes for the kick. The tracking is a bit better, but if you dodge late enough, it will not track you. So you are pretty vulnerable at that stage. They're out of stamina for Nutella.
Careful.
Just trying to see what he can do. JJ is there to support him.
Damn.
Falls down, and point A is captured.
All right, where should we go next? We got options. Oh, hang on a minute. Let's cut to Havoc, currently fighting the shit mob. The old Shinobi being piloted by Rippy. Rippy is going to be a big problem on this character. Shinobi, one of the few characters that can give Duran issues, because Duran's only got one source of undodgeable on his finisher, unheld lights.
Yeah. Unfortunately, sometimes you find it hard to get into that position. You have here the Duran coming into the support, throwing a few of those zones, trying to see how he can help out Rippy. The score relatively even.
Yeah.
There was a slight concern that you know, we had Rippy and Blitz on the same team. Of course, both pretty renowned competitive players. Wextra, of course, and Gauze. But EU is holding up, but we are in a breaking situation. Talk to me. Talk to me a bit more, Verb.
Indeed. So, breaking situations is somewhere where Duran surprisingly can excel, because, of course, you've got that tier 3. Tier 3, I'm going to be honest, that is going to be the best in slot. There is no question. The amount of things you get from that is insane. What was that gank, guys?
Ooh, yes!
We spent revenge, now we can hold it. This is like one of the worst situations to be in the game.
Yeah, at this point, you're just trying to disengage.
Shoot, go!
Does get the parry, but unfortunately, is able to pop revenge just in time.
That's a losing match at that point, yeah.
Nutella gets finished off. Blitz now in an advantageous situation, does have that attack damage buff as one of his allies is down.
Let's have a look. Let's go back to Rippy. Here we are, currently in the 2v2, has a bit of resistance. 3v2, in comes Freeze on the Shugoki, trying for the external unblockable, but no dice.
Yes, sir. Now, you see Bean there does have the tier 4 unlocked, uses the tier 4. Now, this is where it gets interesting. 2 members are down. The defense buff, attack buff was activated, and he also had the tier 4, but unfortunately was not able to raid boss for us today. Okay,
no.
Yeah. To Blitz against the Havoc. Havoc, the only one alive. Before she gains the top heavy.
That's gotta suck.
We have the first win for NA. I know we might want to discuss this in the couch.
Potentially. It's good to have an analyst desk here and there, but we got a few moments potentially before we go.
I'll look at the patch notes later. I do have to go.
Are we really calling
See you later, guys.
characters we've